So, what would actually happen if you just stopped eating and only drank water for 3 whole days? It sounds pretty extreme, right? But a lot of people are talking about it. So, let's get into it. Let's break down what the science really says happens inside your body when you do this.
And this is really the million-dollar question we're tackling today. Can you actually hit a reset button on your entire body with just 72 hours of water? Can it really kickstart cellular regeneration? Well, the research points to a pretty complex answer. It's a yes, but, and this is a big but, it comes with some really important warnings.
All right, so let's be super clear about what we're talking about here. This is not your typical intermittent fasting. A 3-day water fast means nothing but plain old water for 72 hours straight. No coffee, no tea, definitely no zero-calorie sodas, just water. Total caloric restriction. That's it.
Okay, so what does this journey actually feel like from the inside? What's going on in your body, hour by hour? Let's walk through that timeline together.
For the first 12 hours or so, your body's just running on business as usual. It's burning through all its stored glucose, or glycogen. Think of this as your body's checking account, right? Easy to access energy. But after that, things get really interesting. Somewhere between hour 12 and 24, you hit what's called the metabolic switch. Your body's out of the easy fuel, so it starts burning fat and producing something called ketones. This is usually when you might feel kind of tired or get a headache. Then day 2 and beyond, this amazing process called autophagy kicks into high gear. We'll talk more about that in a sec. And by that final day, you're in deep ketosis, and some wild hormonal changes are hitting their peak.
Now that we've seen the timeline, you're probably wondering why on earth would anyone put themselves through that? So let's look at the potential upsides, the stuff that has scientists so fascinated.
The first huge benefit is something called autophagy. That word literally comes from the Greek for self-eating, which sounds a little scary, I know, but it's actually your body's incredible internal housekeeping service. During a fast, your cells basically start cleaning house. They break down and recycle old, damaged, junky parts. It's like a deep clean for your cells, and it's absolutely crucial for keeping them healthy. And check this out. This one is just wild. Human Growth Hormone, or HGH, which is vital for repairing your cells and keeping your metabolism humming, can skyrocket by up to 500%. That is a massive surge. And what it does is help your body hold on to your muscle mass and really focus on repair while you're not eating.
Now we have to talk about weight loss, because this is where a lot of people get it wrong. Sure, the number on the scale might drop like a rock, but take a look at this chart. About 2/3 of what you lose at first is just water weight, plus a little bit of lean mass. The actual fat loss? That's only about 1/3 of the total. So the big takeaway here is that this is not a sustainable way to lose fat on its own.
Beyond those big ones, studies are pointing to other potential wins too. Your body can become way more sensitive to insulin, which is fantastic for managing blood sugar. It can also help lower your bad LDL cholesterol. Plus, you're giving your entire digestive system a much-needed 72-hour vacation. And, a lot of people report this incredible feeling of mental clarity once their brain gets used to running on ketones for fuel.
Okay, so we've gone through all these potential benefits, and they sound pretty amazing, right? But this leads us to what is, without a doubt, the most important question of all. Is this actually safe?
And this is where we need to hit pause and have a very serious reality check. A 72-hour water fast is an extreme challenge for your body. It comes with some very real risks that you absolutely cannot ignore.
So let's be crystal clear about this. This is not for everybody. The source material is very firm on this. If you fall into any of these groups, you should not even think about trying this. That means anyone under 18, if you're pregnant, or if you have a condition like diabetes, kidney disease, or a history with eating disorders. The bottom line, the thing you have to hear is this. Always talk to a doctor before you even consider doing an extended fast.
And even if your doctor does give you the green light, you should expect some side effects. They're pretty common. You might get headaches, maybe from dehydration or caffeine withdrawal, but you can manage that by drinking more water with a tiny pinch of salt. Dizziness can happen because your blood pressure might drop, so the key is to move slowly and just rest a lot. And for muscle cramps, which come from losing electrolytes, you're going to need a proper electrolyte solution.
So let's say you've done all your homework, you've talked to your doctor, and you've decided you're going to go forward with this. What's the playbook for doing it as safely as you possibly can?
A safe and successful fast actually starts before the fast even begins. You can't just dive in head first. The week before, you want to slowly cut back on things like caffeine and junk food.
Then, during the fast, managing your minerals and electrolytes is absolutely non-negotiable. It's essential to avoid dangerous problems. But the most important thing? You have to listen to your body. Rest is your best friend, and if you start to feel seriously sick, there's only one right answer. You stop, you break the fast.
And honestly, this might be the most crucial part of the whole thing: how you break the fast. If you just jump straight back to a big meal, you can trigger something called refeeding syndrome, which can be incredibly dangerous. The key is to start slow, like really slow. Begin with just a little bit of broth. Wait a few hours. Then maybe introduce a tiny bit of something gentle like steamed veggies. You have to give your digestive system a chance to wake back up.
Which brings us right back to that fundamental question. You've seen the potential benefits, you've seen the very serious risks, and you've seen the careful planning it takes. So you really have to ask yourself, is all of that actually worth it?
So, what's the final verdict here? Well, while a 72-hour fast might be a powerful reset button for some people, under the right conditions, it is definitely not a magic bullet. The main takeaway from all this research is that real, lasting health isn't built on short, intense challenges. It's built on a foundation of consistent, daily habits: what you eat, how you move your body, and how you handle stress, day in and day out. That is the real key to well-being.